London moves. Every day, over 9 million people navigate its complex web of buses, trains, bikes, and streets. But behind the rush hour crowds and red double-deckers lies a deeper story. A city constantly rethinking how it moves. From horse-drawn carriages to AI-powered trains, London's transport system is a living reflection of its ambition, innovation, and its growing pains. From its early days as Roman outpost, London has been shaped by its roads and rivers. But the real revolution came in 1863, when the city opened the world's first underground railway, the Metropolitan Railway. That modest steam-powered line laid the underground for what is now the iconic London Underground, a system that today covers over 400 kilometers and serves 272 stations. As London expanded, so did its need for efficient mobility. By the mid-20th century, cars began to dominate city planning. But as congestion and pollution grew, London started looking for smarter, more sustainable ways to move. Let's explore how the city is reshaping its mobility for the 21st century. In May 2022, London opened its most ambitious transport project in decades, the Elizabeth Line, also known as Crossrail. Spanning over 100 kilometers, this £19 billion mega project connects Reading in the west to Shenfield in the east, cutting travel times and linking once disconnected suburbs to central London. Its impact has been massive. Commutes from places like Canary Wharf to Heathrow have been slashed to under 40 minutes. The line also brings modern infrastructure, air-conditioned trains, level boarding, and spacious stations designed with accessibility in mind. But the Elizabeth Line isn't just a transport upgrade, it's an urban game-changer. It's also spurred £42 billion in economic growth, attracting new housing developments and revitalizing areas like Woolwich and Abbey Wood. Still, the project faced cost overruns and delays, highlighting the challenges of mega infrastructure in dense historic cities. While trains carry millions underground, another silent revolution has taken place above ground: cycling. Once seen as risky and marginal, cycling has become central to London's transport strategy. Much of this is due to cycle superhighways, a network of dedicated lines introduced in 2010 and expanded over the past decade. Today, major corridors like CS3 or Tower Gateway to Barking and C6 King's Cross to Elephant and Castle provide protected routes for cycling through the urban core. During the COVID-19 pandemic, cycling surged as Londoners sought socially distanced alternatives to the tube. In response, Transport for London, or TfL, installed dozens of pop-up bike lanes, many of which have since become permanent. As of 2023, around 1.3 million trips are made by bike each day in London, a number expected to double by 2030 under the Mayor's Active Travel Plan. London's streets are also being reshaped to support this shift. Schemes like low-traffic neighborhoods and school streets prioritize pedestrians and cyclists over cars, making local journeys safer and cleaner. London has long struggled with air pollution, a legacy of both its Victorian coal past and modern traffic. In 2019, air pollution was linked to over 4,000 premature deaths in the city. To combat this, London introduced the Ultra-Low Emission Zone, a policy that charges vehicles which don't meet emission standards. First launched in central London in 2019, the ULEZ expanded in 2021 and again in 2023, now covering all 32 boroughs. And the result? Within a year of the 2019 launch, nitrogen dioxide levels in central London dropped by 44%. Today, over 90% of vehicles in the city meet clean air standards. But the ULEZ has also been politically divisive. Critics argue it unfairly penalizes low-income drivers who can't afford newer vehicles. Supporters counter that it's a vital step in protecting public health and meeting net zero climate targets. Buses are the backbone of London's public transport, carrying twice as many passengers as the tube. But the system faces challenges: declining ridership, slower journey times, and outdated routes. In response, TfL, or Traffic for London, has launched a bus action plan to modernize services. This includes hydrogen and electric buses, with over 1,100 zero-emission models already in service, real-time tracking and contactless payments for smoother passenger experiences, and bus priority lines and traffic signal optimization to reduce delays. One standout route is the Route 94, which in 2020 became London's first fully electric double-decker service. Other routes across Brixton, West Norwood, and Stratford are following suit. The goal is to make all buses zero-emission by 2034 or even 2030 with government support. London's success lies not in any one transport mode, but in how well they connect. The city has invested heavily in intermodal infrastructure, making it easier to transfer between buses, trains, bikes, and walking routes. A key example is Bank Station, which has undergone a £700 million upgrade to improve connections between the Northern, Central, and Waterloo and City lines. New pedestrian tunnels, wider platforms, and step-free access are designed to handle over 120 million passengers a year. Apps like City Mapper and TfL Go further support its connectivity, allowing users to plan multimodal journeys in real time. Meanwhile, innovations like Oyster Card and contactless fare cabs have made payments seamless across the entire network. A growing influence in mobility policy is the 15-minute city concept, the idea that all essential needs should be reachable within a 15-minute walk or cycle from home. London boroughs like Islington and Lambeth are experiencing with this through zoning changes, public rail improvements, and restrictions on through traffic. The aim is to reduce car dependency and promote local living, combined with transport-oriented development near major stations like those on Elizabeth Line. This strategy could reshape how Londoners live and move. Of course, not everyone benefits equally from transport innovation. While areas like Canary Wharf and King's Cross enjoy world-class connectivity, outer boroughs such as Havering and Bromley still face limited options, leading to car dependency and longer commutes. Transport poverty, where people spend an excessive portion of income or time commuting, is a growing concern, especially as living costs rise. To address this, TfL and local councils are investing in better bus services, cycle networks, and new rail links, like the Bakerloo line extension, though progress has been slow due to funding shortfalls. How does London compare to other global cities? Surprisingly well. Its models, the percentage of trips made by different transport types, is among the most balanced in Europe. Around 35% of trips are by public transport, 25% by car, 25% by walking, and 15% by cycling and other modes. Cities like New York and Los Angeles still rely heavily on cars, while Tokyo and Paris lead in public transport usage. London's key strength is its diversity of options, allowing residents to choose based on distance, time, and cost. Looking ahead, London is exploring autonomous vehicles, smart traffic systems, and even AI-powered demand prediction. The London Smart Mobility Living Lab, based in Greenwich, is testing how new technologies could make streets safer and more efficient. Electric vehicles, or EVs, are also on the rise, with over 13,000 public charging points across the city and targets to install 40,000 by 2030. Meanwhile, startups and researchers are exploring micromobility, including e-scooters and shared bike schemes, though regulation and safety concerns remain. London's mobility story is one of adaptation. It has gone from steam trains to superhighways, and from diesel buses to electric fleets. Each change reflects not only new technology, but shifting values, from speed to sustainability, from car-centric planning to people-first design. The real challenge now is inclusion. As the city modernizes, it must ensure everyone, regardless of income, postcode, or ability, can move freely, affordably, and cleanly. Because in London, mobility isn't just about getting from A to B. It's about who gets to move and who gets left behind.